it feels like it was just December and now we're done with June already. Are you serious? It doesn't seem real, does it? So I'm all for setting multiple landmarks throughout my year to signify new beginnings and fresh starts. So of course I'm going to take this up. And also this is a Sunday, tomorrow is a Monday. This is your cue. Get out your planners. As today we are planning the rest of your year and we're going to have a great rest of 2022. Let's get started. So we still have 6 more months left in this year. And for the next couple of weeks in July, I'm thinking of doing a life reset series. And there will be 3 videos in this series where I am planning to basically tackle a few areas of my life, and I will just talk you through my process, and I hope that helps some of you, whoever is trying to just have a reset, just trying to reorganize a few things, and it just helps you get started. So I will have a different theme for each of these 3 videos, and today's theme is clarity. So what we are going to work on is, first of all, our physical clarity and also our mental clarity. So first, we're going to talk about the mental clarity part. What does that involve? We will have to reassess all of the goals that were set in the beginning of the year. How we are doing, where we are, our progress, what worked, what didn't. That is the first most basic step that we need to do. And if there are some goals which do not suit your needs right now, then please don't hesitate to get rid of them, because you are growing, you're constantly adapting, changing. If December you felt that you needed X thing in your life and July you does not feel that, then please remove it. Once you've reassessed your goals and understood what you are trying to achieve in the next 6 months, I think the next step should be to create a vision board. And who said vision boards can only be made once a year, right? I'm going to link my video about the vision board right here and you can check it out how I did it in December. Once you have your goals in place, you can understand what is important to you right now, what are the things that inspire you, what are the things that motivate you, what is your driving force, and you can create a brand new vision board around that and put it as your phone wallpaper, as your desktop wallpaper. Just like print it out, put it everywhere where you can be reminded of all of your new goals. And even if they are old goals, just having a refreshed view of those things, maybe finding something which speaks to you more than what is currently on your vision board, that might help. So just switching it up a little so that your attention is like just renewed and your focus is renewed, I think that might be a good idea. So once your vision board is in place and you know what your big goals are for the next 6 months, then the next step is creating your action plan. Now your action plan can be divided into many ways. First, you can do a monthly plan and then go by weeks of the month and trying to accomplish, maybe if you're trying to accomplish something by December, divide it into 6 different parts for July to December, and then within July think about what are the steps you can take for each of the week, and that way you can slowly build up towards your big goal. But another way of looking at it is something that was defined in this book called the 12-week year, where basically you divide your entire year into quarters, and for each of the quarter, which is 12 weeks, you form a big goal. Now you can give actionable weekly goals to yourself and then try to achieve them. So for the rest of the year, you have 2 more quarters, so you can basically make 2 12-week plans also. I have not tried it so far. I only do the monthly goal planning thing, but if anyone has tried the 12-week planning thing, please let me know in the comments how it went for you. So once your vision board and goal setting and everything is done and you've divided all of your goals into actionable tasks which you can do for every month or week or quarter, then your mental clarity part of this process is complete, I think. Then you just have to take action. But now you are very clear about when to take action. But there's one essential step that we still need to keep doing, and that is reviewing. So maybe have like a weekly reset or a monthly or maybe even like a bi-weekly reset sort of a thing within your planning routine, so you can always come back to your plan and recalibrate as needed. Because if you don't keep reviewing, maybe you'll repeat the mistakes that you've made in the first half of the year and you'll get delayed in the process of achieving your goals. So we don't want that to happen, and therefore you should set a regular reviewing cycle within your planning routine. So once mentally we have achieved all of this clarity about our thoughts, our actions and our goals, the next logical step is to clean your environment. Now your environment includes your physical as well as your digital space. When we're talking about physical spaces, I think it is very important that we first of all do like a very good audit of all of the things that we own. And when like things, I mean, we can't really do it for every single item, but I think clothes are a big area where we can do this, because you can actually keep track of the things that you are wearing. So maybe there's a bunch of stuff which you haven't worn in this entire year, you've not worn at all. So keep a check on those and see if you don't wear it for the rest of the year also, then maybe it's time to donate them. What if there are some items which don't fit you right now, and you know, there are always these items which we are hanging on and we're like, you know, maybe when I lose my weight I will get to wear this, or maybe, you know, I will have this one event where this will be appropriate. I think we can stop holding on to those things and just buy clothes which fit you, buy clothes which are relevant for the events that you have now, and everything else that you are kind of clutching onto, you might want to resell it. I think there are a lot of websites and apps right now where you can do that, and you can also donate it if you want to. I'm not a very big advocate of minimalism or anything, because I have too much stuff and I really cannot follow that, but I really feel like you should use the things that you have. So if there's something that you haven't used in a year, it's unlikely that you will use it going forward. Next item I think we can take a closer look at is books, because once you've read them, if there's not enough space in your house, you might consider donating them to your local library, or nowadays even a lot of book cafes accept book donations, so people who like reading will get to read it, and you've already read it, so if you are ready to part with it, I think that's a good idea. It frees up all of your space as well. And when you can, I suggest you get an audiobook or an ebook. I don't particularly enjoy ebooks, but I really like audiobooks, so I kind of try to get more of those nowadays. But yeah, I mean, paperback has no competition, and if you have a lot of those, and if you have sort of outgrown a few, maybe donate it to some of your cousins or your libraries and stuff like that. So that's one place where you can clear it out. For people who are still in school and college, your last year's or last semester's notebooks and everything, please recycle them. If you don't need it, or if you feel like you are going to need certain notes, definitely scan them, take a good backup, have them saved in your drive or something. And the actual notebooks and stuff, you can always recycle. So more in terms of physical space, I think I would do a deep clean of all of my surfaces, like my table, my shelves, everything. They would need a thorough deep cleaning, and also have like a cleaning routine in place. Like I would put in my planner that I would wipe down all of the surfaces maybe once a month and arrange everything. Maybe there are some clothes which I wore which have come back from the laundry and I haven't put them in their right place, so I would do that. So you can make a routine of just, you know, coming back to these things maybe once a month, so that you ensure that there's a system in place and nothing actually goes out of control ever. And your environment is not only limited to the physical space, it is also heavily dependent on the digital spaces that you consume. So your phone, your laptop, even like your personal and work devices, if you have multiple devices, your iPad or something, all of those things need to be periodically cleaned. You might have downloaded a lot of files which you don't need anymore, so give that a quick check. See what is occupying the most memory, see if you actually need those files or not. Back up every important information that you need, back up all of your important files, make sure that, you know, everything that you've backed up before this is also properly stored, you can access it. If you haven't lost any important information, go take a review of all of the passwords of your account, see if they are like too common. Sometimes Google will give you like those alerts where, you know, your password might be very common to guess, or maybe it's been leaked somewhere. So take a quick look. It doesn't take too much time, but take some time to change those. You have to look at all of the apps that you don't use, delete everything. There are always like tens of thousands of images which get stored, and just give it a quick check. Maybe all of your notes from your undergraduate days, and now you're working, so you don't even need those things. Just give it a nice thorough check, and I know this will take a very long time, but it's definitely worth it because your phone gets much faster once you've deleted all of that. Then you can do another check. I think my phone has this. You can just do a device optimizer check where you can see what is occupying the most amount of space and ensure that those files are actually important and you actually need them, so you can have them, or you can, you know, get rid of them. Next, let's talk about your laptop. So there will be a bunch of files that you've downloaded. You should give it a good look. Whatever you don't need, please delete. Then you can like clear up your desktop. I tend to save a bunch of random things on my desktop, and once a month I like to go in and just put them into the correct folders, and, you know, have them just like organized for me to reach out to them, name them properly if that's something that I want to look back at. So that is one exercise that you should do. I also like changing my desktop and phone wallpapers every month. And you can always delete old emails. Definitely delete all promotional emails. You can delete old unimportant emails. Obviously check them first, but you can always clear your inbox. You can get rid of any subscriptions that you don't need. Look into your streaming platform, see if you are not really using any of them, then you can definitely stop that subscription. Check out all of your newsletters. If you are not interested in any of the newsletters that are sending mails to you, then please unsubscribe from them. There is no need to keep cluttering up your inbox. There's absolutely no need for that. That was the first episode of Life Reset series, and today we talked about getting some mental clarity about the rest of the year and clearing out our digital and physical spaces to get a better, head start into the next 6 months and just be more prepared. So let me know how that goes for you. Let me know if you are on this journey with me and how you're liking it, because I'm really excited for it. I cleared out my physical and digital spaces and also just reassessed all of my goals, and that gave me a lot of clarity, and I'm really excited for the rest of the year, and I hope you are too. Let me know in the comments down below if you are taking this journey with me and how you're liking it, and I'll see you next week with the next episode. Bye.